Firstly, emotional labor is a term for someone who must manage and control emotions while working in order to interact with others in a certain way and in order to achieve professional goals and comply with the requirement of the job role. Usually, emotional labor will manifest in the workplace or household. Basically, emotional labor in the workplace consists of practices and rules for employees that are implemented for the sake of customer satisfaction. Of course, those who always bear with emotional labor are employees and women. Employees always have to bear with the terms customers are always right when dealing with a diverse range of customers. In addition, women's duties such as doing everything other than taking care of children to manage finances are also a form of emotional labor. However, emotional labor is important because it can help people to build self-confidence and reduce their negative reactions to angry or unpredictable situations in organization. Thus, there are two techniques for employees to do about emotional labor. The first technique for employees can do is surface acting, in which the employee hides the emotion felt by pretending to have emotions by using unnatural body language and verbal communication. The second technique is deep acting, in which the employee controls internal emotions by influencing others to believe that the employee is in good shape and not experiencing negative reactions.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Hana Sabrina Binta Hisham. I will explain about what is task interdependence and also the level of interdependence, which is reciprocal interdependence. Task interdependence refers as the needs of employee in sharing their material, information, or an expertise in completing their job. This means that employees have to interact with themselves when they are performing their job. There are three levels of interdependence. The highest level interdependence is reciprocal interdependence. The reciprocal interdependence exists in which work output is exchanged back and forth among the individual. Usually, this interdependence involves the specialization of the member in the team to do the specific task. The example of this level is designer. People who work as a designer of a new product or any new service will design decisions that will affect others to be involved too. Therefore, any decision made by the design manager will influence the tasks of others departments too.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Ashikin binti Muhammad Isa. So I will continue explain about another two level of task interdependence, which are pool interdependence and sequential interdependence. First, we look at the pool interdependence. According to James W. Bishop and Ashish 2022, in pool interdependence, the employee completes their tasks separately, but at the end, the final or combined output lead to achieve organizational goals. Despite working independently, team members still share same resources in order to fulfill organizational goals. However, there is a minimal interaction among team members. In pool interdependence, the action of one employee would not affect the action of other employee. For example, manufacturing sector for the polo shirt brand. Employee of clothing firm can use the same machine to cut, dye and sew fabric. At the end of each shift, the firm can pack product produced by many employees into one box and ship the finished good to the store. In this case, the employee effort were independent, but the result of their efforts were pooled. Therefore, pool interdependence is in category low task interdependence. Next, we look to another level of task interdependence, which is sequential interdependence. In sequential interdependence occurs when employees are dependent to others in order to produce the complete product. It means that employees in a team work together and depend on each other to complete a task. The dependency is only in one direction, and any disruption in one's behavior of employee who providing the input could directly affect the performance of others. For example, a television remote control factory like Astro that used the assembly line. Each employee assemble a semi-finished component part in the remote control and pass the semi-finished component to the next employee in the line. It has a certain step and employee cannot perform a task until the previous employee completes their part. Therefore, the sequential interdependence involves a medium or moderate level of task interdependence. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aliatlina and my partner is Nur Zulaika Farhana. Okay, so both of us disagree with this statement. As we know, women are likely to show humility, self-awareness, emotion, and kindness. Or we can conclude that women tend to show democratically, while men are more likely to show like a dark side personality, traits like aggression, straight. So we can say that they are not mixing their personal feeling, which this is good for the company. Being a leader, either you are male or female, the task that you need to complete is the same. Thus, we cannot evaluate someone just because of the gender. Until now, there is people that think that female cannot hold a higher position in a workplace. They always say that female can be less effective in holding leader positions. Why? Because when the company has men who have the who holding the highest positions, it can make sure that employees will not look down on them and be afraid of them. Then they will listen more to whatever that men say. This statement says that women are less effective when holding leadership position. This is because there is still a stereotypical view that says women are soft-hearted. Therefore, they are not afraid of women. That's why they think that men is more suitable in holding highest positions in organizations or company. So actually, this kind of stereotype cannot be used because according to Aviva Rittenberg Cox in New Zealand, they have a woman as their president and they can manage the COVID-19 crisis better than their male counterparts. This shows that now women can be more effective or have a potential when holding leadership positions better than men. There is a lot of research that have been done, but why are women still being a minority and still have the stereotype from the people that women can hold high positions? According to Thomas Camaro Per Music 2021, it is saying that the company does not select leaders because of their potential or talent only, but because there is feminism data. In terms of selected leaders, they also looking at their gender. In the Journal of Applied Behavioral Science 53/1, they found that across the studies, prototypical leader traits had a stronger correlation with the masculine traits rather than feminine traits. Because of this, women are still seen as a woman will be less effective in holding leadership positions, even though there is a lot of evidence saying that women are better than men in holding leadership positions. So to explain more, I will pass to Zulaika.
From year to year, we find that women are increasingly interested in developing their career that they are involved in, while the percentage of women working in various professions has also increased from year to year. So in 2013, the ILO Bureau for Employees Activities has conducted a survey among 1,300 private sector companies. So the study was done to look at the extent to which the company has policies and measures to promote women in management. According to Catalyst 2008, the percentage of women working and holding the position as the top management has increased from the year to year, where previously in 1950 it showed that 13.8%. Meanwhile, in 1980 it showed an increase which is 26.1%, and by the year 2000, it had increased by more than 50%. Next, based on the research done, most employees will see and evaluate female leaders have better leadership values than men. According to one scholar, which is Eagly, one research study has made and states that any team that has a female leader or female manager, they will be more willing to make extra effort and work. This is because they are more satisfied with their leader, and the work done will also be more efficient when compared to teams with male manager. So from here we can see and conclude that women leadership skill have improved from time to time, and we can see that many organizations are appointing women to be their leaders or to be their top management. In such a sophisticated age, people should become more accustomed to women leadership changes so that organization can maintain a balance of leadership in terms of masculinity and also femininity, and this can be achieved through understanding between all the parties inside the organization. Thank you.
Why am I still here and